you love hip hop?
I was pondering after a bit of a conversation I had, and salute to Brown Guy Made It. That's who I was having a conversation with. You know what I'm saying? He asked me, just, out the blue. He's like, while we were having another conversation, he said, yo, who's your top 5 Toronto rappers? And I was like, it felt like a weird question, because even though I follow the Toronto scene, we do a lot of interviews with Toronto rappers, y'all have also heard my rants. And my rants, y'all got to realize, are also with all due respect. Okay, I don't try to shit on anybody for their craft or even attempting to make music. Okay, but I stand on the fact that I think that the game is super saturated, and there's the bar of, I guess, being good, or the bar of excellence is super low. Okay, mans could just fart on a track and upload it, and if you got enough motion out here, people gonna check it out. You know what I'm saying? You might get 100,000 views. Okay, so when that question came to mind, I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of rappers who I know have motion, and I've done multiple lists where I think these are the top 15 Toronto rappers. These are the top 20 Toronto rappers. I did a top 50 Toronto rappers. I'll probably do another one just now, right? Not like soon, but like before the end of the year. Okay, because I watch the scene. I check to see who's moving and shaking out here. But this list right here, this is just my personal favorites. Okay? And I have 5 personal favorites. These are just 5 people who I think make really good music. They're original. They got a good presenting package when it comes to their look. They got they've checked off all the boxes for being cool, as far as kids maybe wanting to dress like them or be like them. You know what I'm saying? Man or woman. Okay? So here we go. Starting with the bottom of the list, and then we're going to go to number 1. Starting at number 5, and maybe I should pull up some of the stuff on Instagram here. I'm going to go with Toby. Okay? Toby, to me, is an extremely talented individual. Okay? He raps. He sings. Listen, he's not really hurting for any type of clout. Okay, he's not one of those guys who stays in the mix-up or who will do anything for clout. He lets the music speak for itself, and he's been able to accumulate accolades and do his thing without being the quote-unquote the guy. Okay, so woo! Beats are always fire, right? And the thing is, y'all, we have these 2 different hip hops that happen over here in Toronto. Okay, there's the hip hop that people who are just like, yo, where's the good music? And then there's the people who are just looking for who got the most clout. Okay, I get it. There's 2 different hip hop scenes out here. There's the hip hop scene where people are actually looking to try to get into the right rooms, and then there's a hip hop scene where guys are just living on YouTube, will never be able to pass the border, but they got a lot of motion in the city. Okay, so I know that there's a difference, but when it comes to a gentleman like Toby, this guy to me is going to be making it really far in the game. When he makes songs, they're not quick little bibble blabber. There you go, I just uploaded it. Yo, you guys should be feeling my song. Yo, nah, fam, you can tell that he puts time into his music. Okay, so with that being said, I have Toby as my number 5 in my personal favorite top 5 Toronto rappers. And I know he's from Brampton. Whatever. That's my number 5. So salute to Toby. Number 4. Sad Boy. Salute to Sad Boy. So female rapper or woman rapper. She been doing her thing. Okay. Now, I feel like low key she's been doing her thing because I don't hear like she's been, and correct me if I'm wrong, if she's not from here, then like just let me know and then I could stop talking about her. You know what I'm saying? But I think that she's from here. But I don't hear a lot of people talking about her. You know what I'm saying? Let's go a little deeper into her Instagram. She's been on Let me double check and make sure, because if she ain't from here, oh no, she's from here. Because she's stunting, because she got the billboard in Dundas Square. If you're not from Toronto, you don't care about getting a billboard in Dundas Square. You're not posting that on your feed on your Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Dare I say, and not by her fans or the people who really matter, but dare I say that the subculture in Toronto,
I'm doubling back. I'm hitting them back. Give me my love, now you leaving me numb.
Dare I say that she's slept on by this Toronto subculture that, you know, just looking for people to be up in the blogs, getting in trouble, going to jail, all kind of, you know, the bacchanal. You know what I'm saying? But she's got a good following on her, right? She's not hurting for followers. Y'all can see that right there. She got 98,000 followers. Right? She's got a nice melody and she can rap. She got hella style. Okay, and I know there's other women rappers out here who are doing their thing. And they're talked about a lot. However, I've been following Sad Boy for a second now. 1 second. I've been following her for a while and I've been just like liking all the things that I see here.
I don't mean to guess to myself. Taking my body, how she's sitting well. I'm ducking and goosing these niggas. I'm cruising these niggas and wishing for well.
Right? Road to success. Drama free. Yes. PK No Suban, what up? Yeah. She's doing her damn thing, fam. So, with all that being said, I have Sad Boy as my number 5 in my top 5 personal favorites of Toronto rappers. All right, so let's move on. Number 3, Casper TNG. All right, like I said, we have 2 different hip hop scenes out here, and Casper TNG definitely represents that part of the scene where, you know, a lot of the We Love Hip Hop audience focuses on, and, you know, just the guys who get up in the blogs and, you know, they mix up with people, and, you know, he's had a crazy case that is well documented, but his music is friggin' hard. We're not gonna act like Casper don't make no fire ass tunes. And when you hear Casper, you hear Casper. Okay? As far as my rant that I had that time about rappers just not being original, not making songs that can last.
They feel away. I know why they feel away. Just like on my dinner plate, just like on my Insta page. I know that they in the rain.
Like when you hear Casper jump on a track, whether he's being the feature or it's his tune, you know it's him. He puts a little auto-tune on his voice, and that's fine. I never said I had an issue with auto-tune. Sad Boy had auto-tune on her voice too. But there's a difference when you can't even tell what this person's voice sounds like because they just wet up their voice with so much auto-tune that you just sound like a robot. Or you just added a little bit to tune your voice better, like it was made for. Jesus Christ. And when Casper gets on a tune and he starts to flow, and his brother K Money too, right? They have this kind of bop in their flow that it makes you feel like doing the dance. Like you could tell, like it's his own bop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like no matter how much Casper's in the mix with all of these different rappers in the scene, you know what I'm saying? He's part of this whole Toronto.
Ratio in my cup and I almost crashed the whip, bitch, bad as shit.
Jeez.
Having it. Big ladder for my clip.
Right? No matter how much he's part of that whole subculture that is in the mix up, he's also separated himself from the pack. You know what I'm saying? He's not just one of the Toronto rappers. Like, no, he's one of the standouts of the Toronto rappers out here. So, this is why I have Casper TNG, aka the neighborhood ghost, right? AKA the not so friendly ghost, as my number 3 in my top 5 Toronto rappers. All right. Y'all with me so far? Maybe I should tweet some of this stuff. That's what I'll do. I'm going to tweet out some of this. I'm going to start a tweet and make it official like a whistle. So we'll do number 5, Toby. Number 4, Sad Boy. Number 3, Casper TNG. And I'll put on the top of this my personal favorite. I'll spell it American way. Top 5 that was my girlfriend. Rock boy. Rappers. I'm playing, but it was her. Okay, so let's get to number 2. Number 2, Dr. Bushman. Junkie, give me money. Dr. Bushman did an interview with him a while back, maybe earlier this year, actually. Where is Dr. Bushman? Why can't I find Dr. Bushman's account? Don't tell me you mash up your account, my guy. There he is. Found him. Dr. Bushman. From the time he jumped onto the scene, I was like, this guy got something different to him. His flow, his voice, like his cadence, something different. All right?
You get shot in the face, might shoot a pop out, you gon' sleep in the grave, might shoot a pull up, you off of this today. More than them, my niggas get way more than them. In a band, we run a band.
Right? But like, when he did the solid 16s, whoo, and salute to On the Radar, that's the On the Radar that I'm looking at right now. But when he did the solid 16s,
Bushman.
holy.
We love hip hop. We love hip hop.
Can't wait to get them back. Not for real, they thought I was gonna fail. MT still had my back. It hurt my heart. The judge denied his bail. They could have cut him slack.
We
I
love
know
hip
he was
hop.
Fire. That made me a believer right there. And then I just started peeping the rest of his music. Okay? Like, besides doing the interview with him, where I always do my research and listen to artists' music before I do the interview, just maybe catch a bar here and there. That's the type of music that after the interview, I'm going to keep listening. You know what I'm saying? It's now added to my catalog. Like, or to my playlisting. You know what I'm saying? the song that he did with YG, I'll put YG in my honorable mentions as far as my top 5 favorite rappers. Okay. If we could make a list of 6, he would be my number 6. Okay. Because YG definitely is one of my favorites. Okay. But Bushman, holy.
I might pop out your bushes with Bushman.
We love hip hop.
More packs in the Cushman. I might diamonds in free like toucan.
We love hip hop.
Coco with both hands. That glizzy's don't. 16 it look like Gary Coleman. She's
Hold on. Let Bushman get his shit off.
I'm the one baking pies for the program, and I just made a
We
walk off
love
the
hip hop.
telegram.
We love hip hop. We love hip
hop.
hop.
Holy, sorry, I gotta keep going with the sound effects. I'm not trying to get copywritten today, but I gotta show some respect to these gentlemen and lady, right? Or let's say ladies, because we don't know who number 1 is yet, right? But Dr. Bushman, like, had a little controversy not too long ago. Shorty was trying to say he broke. So what? The man's supposed to be wearing a whole bunch of chains and doing all that. Fam, his music's good and his fans like him. So I don't care if he wears 10 chains or if he wears none. Okay? When you have good music and you have a fan base who's sticking to you because they like your music, you don't have to have the flyest stuff on. It helps. Don't get me wrong, it helps. Right? And don't get me wrong neither. Like, it's not like the man has no drip or something like that. He's just, the girl just tried to call him broke that time, and like I was just like, you know how much studio cost and how much videos and all that? Like, the man's he's chasing his dreams. Shut the hell up, you ungrateful bird. You know what I'm saying? So that right there, I was like, watch when this nigga get a hit. Then you're going to be crying like, yo, can I hold something? You know what I'm saying?
Young, wild, and reckless. My slimes, no mind, it's so senseless. From the trench, we get
his flow is different.
Trying to figure out.
Like, I'm not just only trying to hear something different, but if you're different and you're good, like you're in the pocket, you come up with creative bars, you give me a lot about your personality from your music, I'm good. Check. I don't need anything else. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be on the blogs every day. Just make good music. Look, I got a fire emoji right there in the comments. Look, right there near the top. Did he pin it? Nah, I didn't get that. I'm not that special.
My dogs are catching sentences. I be like, broski, we can't catch any more sentences. Top tier, but I still hang with the generous.
Woo! Like, he's literally just telling a story in the tunes, fam. Like, you gotta take him in.
Have my dogs on the run, some real felons. I be sliding with them killers, I ain't hesitant.
Anyhow, I don't want to go too crazy on the tunes right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For bonus checkpoint, we love hip hop alumni for show. Cause some of y'all niggas don't like to pull up. You know what I'm saying? I see that. You know what I'm saying? Be like, nah, I don't do no interviews. Okay, well, that's on you, fam. Watch when your fans stop caring about you. All right? Pull up. But yeah, Bushman, that's my number 2 right there. Okay? Let's put him on the list here on the Twitters or on the X. Dr. Bushman. I'm going to put this on my personal page later. People will be like, yo, fam, I thought I was your favorite. I never said that you were my favorite. Okay, I'm very, very meticulous about what I say on these microphones. I could say I like you. I like your music. You got some good stuff. You're a nice person, but you're not my favorite. These are my favorites. Okay? My personal favorites. So, let's get to number 1 right here. I feel like I'm doing the top 6 this week or something. Number 1. Yo, peace, love. Shut the hell up, man. Salute to Lady SB, though. Same way. But my number 1 is Killer the Crook, aka, or formerly known as Killer the Crook, the Crook. Salute to the Crook, man. I've been told you guys this over and over again. All right, the Crook is that guy. All right, his music always fire. I think I might have maybe one Crook song that I'm like, yeah, it's all right. For the most part, always got fire. The look, pause. He's always got the drip, stupid amounts of jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as if you're looking for that rapper look or whatever, he got it. He did that already. Bro, look, and he's clearing the crowd. Like, he just said, whole place just party done.
Before then I bet they know now. Hop out the car and we laying shit down. When it come to this drill shit, we making it sound. Hop in the booth.
I don't really need to say much, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't mess with the Crook, it's because you might hate him for some other reasons or something. You know what I'm saying? But you can never, ever be like, oh, but his music's trash too. Like, you're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. It's okay. You just don't like him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you smashed your girl. Something happened like in the past with him or something like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not here to talk about his street stuff or all. I'm here to talk about his music. Okay? And in my opinion, he's my in the top 5 rappers, okay? And obviously we're talking about the people who are on the come up who, you know, they haven't fully made it to that status where they're rich rappers.
Well, how old were you when you started rapping?
I would say like taking it serious as maybe like 15, 16. Like,
Facts.
You know? But like I was always messing around as a kid.
Facts. Don't worry about that. I got my own. We don't need to go to that one. We have one. We have one. We have it. 1 second. The Crook. We love hip hop. Let's go to the first one. I wonder if this is monetized. I gotta go back and check.
Just stuff.
All right.
Well, it's a good thing because it's like the way that this show's been building. It's like we get to meet.
Wow, our audio used to be trash.
Yeah. First, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so before I get into some other questions, I want to give a
hearing bare air conditioners and room noise. Jesus, Murphy. Thank God for stepping up on production.
Okay, so because I literally turned on the show, dog, and I've never done that before. Crook, because on YouTube I just see the Crook.
Okay, yeah, like so I'll be honest with you, like I'll go back in the day, like you feel me, like the man that call me Cam in the streets or whatever, you know what I'm saying, like.
You won't even think there's a mic on him.
You know, I kind of used to do a little. I used to like.
I'm sorry, I'm here shitting on my own content.
Idolize the boy Killer Cam, you feel me? Like,
okay.
Sick back in the day, Purple Haze and shit, right?
Yep, for sure.
So young, like when I started getting into the streets, and
just if you didn't know,
my name Killer, boom, I was running with it, brought in the rap shit, whatever, fucking. Actually, at the time, like a while ago, the man used to wear like a lot of crooks and castles and shit, you know, doing a bunch of fucking shit, right?
Yeah.
So like at the time when
Bear cursing in the interview, holy.
We love hip hop.
Trap about crooks and castles, and the man I'm doing dirt and just coming
We
up
love
with
hip
the
hop.
Yeah. And then so later on, like when I said no, like I'm coming back into the rap game, I want to like reinvent myself and whatnot, right? So I'm like, yo, niggas know me as the Crook, you know, the Crook in the castle. A lot of people know that track, you feel me? And like I feel like that name was just like kind of suited me at the time, like, you know what I'm saying? About
remember the days when we used to pass blunts around?
Right? Yeah.
COVID killed those days. Holy. But salute to the Crook, man. You know what I'm saying? You are the number 1 in my top 5 Toronto rappers. Personal favorites. Okay? All right, let's complete this. Let's complete this to X. Okay? Da Crook. All right. Should I put anything else on there? We don't have to argue about this. This is my personal favorite. I said my personal. Y'all see that on the screen? My personal favorites. All right. So we can send this, right? Let's do it. Pow. It's out there. It's in the ether. It's in the atmosphere. It's been tweeted, so it's the truth. Okay? And like I said, this is from the underground scene. This is not the guys who made it. Obviously, as far as my favorite Toronto rappers, is Drizzy Drake. You know what I'm saying? With second being Tory Lanez. And then after that, like, there's not 5 like huge rappers out here, like big millionaire rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna count Pressa and Smiley and those guys, they're still in the underground coming up type scene. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Peace, love. What do you mean get ready for backlash? Why? They can't be mad at me for having a personal top 5. They could be butthurt. Well, I thought I was your favorite. But no. It doesn't mean that I don't like you. You're just not my favorite. You feel me? So there it is. You know what I'm saying? I tweeted it so you know it's real.
We love hip hop.